presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Texans. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team to just score their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go, because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 3rd and 4.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there, nearly an opening drive INT.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Brought down in the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. a safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll try to run with Harris. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens march right down the field on the opening drive to take a first-quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Looking to throw. Flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Sanchez. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And some space here.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Good push up front, and then a run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The Texans in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Stevens.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pierce.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Once more, it's Pierce.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Damian Pierce.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans have taken the lead.
No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. How does the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews.
And they will have a 1st down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Jackson.
Able to locate Andrews here on the out route.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route, moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength, very nice route.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And the ball mere inches from the right line on 3rd and goal.
Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. as the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. The quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves,
oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this out past the 25. 25 yards that time.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Here's Jackson.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. Back to throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Montez Sweat. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Jackson now. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once he got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Anderson.
And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Harris will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing 12 yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Stevens. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Stevens. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll look to throw again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock. Now let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll return it from the 6. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Ravens, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.